Debbie and Kim Show.
Real people, real talk. From challenges to wisdom, conversations that heal, inspire, and empower.
I am so happy today.
I am too.
It's a beautiful day outside.
And I have something to share. If you didn't know, if we didn't mention it before, Debbie's engaged.
Yay! I'm engaged.
And she does have a ring. That was ever a question. She has a beautiful ring. It's being sized.
Yes.
Or resized, I should say.
Yes, size. It's fantastic. It's beautiful rose gold.
And she's got a Mr. Wonderful too.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
He is. Oh my gosh, he's
really
a keeper.
nice.
Everyone said that at the event.
At the event. And his name is Will. And it is so ironic because 7 months ago, we did a podcast on Single and Happy. And he was not anywhere in my radar.
Wow.
I found out that he had been watching me. I was on his radar.
Yeah.
And just really didn't realize it. But it's amazing once we'll talk about what Kim's doing, but once you do the work on yourself, get yourself together, be happy in who you are,
Yes.
it comes to you. It attracts you. You don't have to chase it.
That's right.
That's
right.
And I know we talk about God, we talk about the divine, we talk about the universe, but it'll come to you.
It will. It absolutely will. It happened to me.
Yes.
I put myself out there for Mr. Right, Mr. Wonderful to find me, and he did.
Uh-huh.
And it's interesting though. I was still looking, and it wasn't until I gave up. Literally, the day I gave up, and I said, "I'm done. I'm getting off this site and I'm done. It's just going to be you and me, God, for the rest forever."
Forever.
And which is fine. And it is always going to be me and God.
Yes.
But I just thought that's all it would be.
Mm-hmm.
and I get home and look in the email. There's this message from this gentleman and he's, blown away by my profile. So I go and look at his profile, and I'm blown away by his profile.
Inside
the first
and out.
time
Yes.
I've ever been blown away by someone's profile, and his was like, really? And 15 years later, we still love each other. We still,
that is so wonderful.
Still happy that we found each other, that the universe brought us together. That's what's happened. The universe brings you together when you have been prepared for each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening.
And you don't necessarily get what you want or what you envision that person to be.
Right.
But God brings you who you need.
And your spirits bear witness. That's how you know, because it's an energetic thing. It's a chemistry thing
And if you play together, you laugh together, you make plans, and it's truly a wonderful feeling.
I'm so happy for
I haven't been married in like 35 years and hadn't been in any serious relationships.
And wasn't looking for one either.
I wasn't looking for one. Like Kim said, I was like, okay, God, I'm going to be single the rest of my life. I'm okay with it. I like me.
That's where you have to be. That's where you have to be. And then you're ready, and then that person will be ready. The universe just is amazing.
Amazing. Now, I will say this. My sister's a little upset with me because we were supposed to be moving to Mexico together.
Well, she can still come to Mexico.
Said, yeah.
Because that's where Will wants to go.
Yeah. Well, she's still going. She's still doing her thing. She says, at first I was upset. She said, but now I'm really happy for you. But I'm still going to go.
That's a good sister love.
And that's what I said. Follow your dream. Follow your heart. If that's what you want to do, don't let one person stop you from doing what you want to do.
I just want to piggyback on that because so many people get sick, stuck, and distraught that their plans that somebody put a monkey wrench in their plans
Yeah.
and made them,
Oh,
messed them up.
you
But
made me
here's the
not do
thing.
this. Yeah.
There is a divine plan, and that's
Yes.
the one that is happening. So flow with it. Let
Yes.
go of, you can feel disappointed for 30 seconds, okay?
Yeah. And then
Maybe a day if it's major,
yes.
okay? But then let it go. Just remember, just think about this. As long as you're holding on to that disappointment, that grief, you're blocking the blessing
Yes.
because that wants to come to you. So
Yeah.
just let it go and really release it. Yeah.
I heard a talk once by a young lady named Erica, and the title of her talk was "It's Not Personal, It's Divine."
I love that. It's not
And
personal, it's
it's
divine.
it's
That's beautiful.
all the things that you go through prepare you, because if you're not prepared, you can't accept what
You're
is
just
in
not going to be
front of
ready
you.
for
You're
it.
just not going to be ready for it. And it's a divine
And it's not going to come until
journey.
you are.
Exactly.
So if it comes, that means you're
Yes,
ready,
you're
whether you think
ready.
so or not.
Yes. I'm ready.
What's
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. June
Wait.
27th is our date. And I don't know, people might think that's fast, but you know what?
Oh, that hey,
It's right for us.
yeah. When you are mature,
Yes. Yeah.
you can meet the person and say, "Let's go get married."
Let's
I
get
mean, if
married.
you, because it's a spiritual thing now at this point.
Yes.
You, you're,
Yes.
you're, you're, you. It doesn't matter what issues come up. You're gonna get through them.
Yes. 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 And I'm very excited. I'm very happy. Thank you for letting me share this
Yes, I
information.
wanted to do it before, but I wasn't sure,
So
and I forgot to ask beforehand.
so in the next podcast, I will have my ring because it's being sized. It is gorgeous.
It is.
I'll just
It
say
is.
that. It is
Yeah. You might have
really,
even seen it
really
on previous
gorgeous.
episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. So so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it has been wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you
Love is
for
a
sharing
beautiful
with me.
thing.
Thank you for sharing
Oh,
with me.
yeah.
But I'm also excited very much for today for my friend, my podcast companion. We're stretching each other. We really are stretching each other. And she has we have wonderful news to share with her business as an add-on. She's still doing the heart joy transformation. Did I get that correctly?
Divorce transition
Special,
strategist.
yes.
And
And now she's opened something up it's for everyone that can use this practice. It is it's I'm just gonna leave it there and just say, ears listen to what she has to offer, you
So
know?
first, I just want to say this was a revelation that I got because I'm like, what are you doing? I am a helper. I just
Y
love coming into a place where
yes,
I'm
you are.
needed,
Yes,
where I
yes.
can make a difference.
I
And
think
I
that's why we get
really want
along
to
so
make,
well, because
hmm
we're helpers.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really wanted to make an impact. And I know I have some awesome tools, wisdom
Mhm.
to impart on whomever needs it. Okay. And so I designed a workshop that I'm offering to any organization or group that would love to have it. It's called Coming Back to Balance. And this is something that we all need. Now, if we happen to be, there are some of us who need it more than others. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. I mean, that's not a bad thing, I should just say. It's not a bad
Mhm,
thing because
mhm.
wherever we are, that's where we're supposed to be. And we're there, we're right where we are right now because that's where we need to grow. We're
Mhm,
where we
mhm.
are because we need to grow from there. And guess what? There's nothing bad about it. There's nothing negative about it. If it took you 50 years to get there, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's
That's
because really in the grand scheme of things, time is nothing.
exactly.
But these lessons that we're learning are invaluable. We don't even know. We have no idea. And I have been privy to knowledge and information and insights that
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't even explain.
Yeah.
I can't even explain. But I will say this. You are absolutely perfect for your purpose for being here now. I know that without any doubts. And even though you think you made mistakes, they had a purpose. They
Exactly.
had a purpose. So
Exactly.
there's no
And you kn
negativity about
and
them.
what we talk about too is that when we go through these things, we need to sit in it and think, "Okay, maybe this didn't turn out the way we wanted it,
Way you planned,
the way we
you
planned,
envisioned.
but what is the lesson that is learned," excuse me, "from this experience?
Yeah.
What is the lesson?"
And the thing is, the lesson is is a spiritual lesson. In other words, it has to do with you growing or evolving into greater love. So it's not that you didn't do this and you should have done. It's never a should have done. I
Mhm.
guarantee you that. That's not the lesson.
Yes.
The
Yes.
lesson is, how did I grow into a more loving being, or how can I grow into a more loving being fr- from this experience? That is the lesson. That's why everything that happens happens.
Well, I have questions because I always have questions. So, may I
I
ask
hope I
the
got some
question?
answers for you. I'm pretty sure I will.
So, what does coming home to balance, or am I saying it right?
Yes, you
Coming
are
home to
absolutely saying
balance.
it exactly right, and I'm glad that you asked that question
What does it
because
mean in our everyday
what
life?
does it mean in our everyday life? So, our bodies are 24/7 working to achieve homeostasis, which is balance.
Mhm,
Okay? This is something that is universal. So, our bodies are doing it. We are a universe within our own body. And then, of course, we are like a cell in our body in the grand universe.
mhm.
And so coming home means just that, coming back to to ourselves, to who we are, because there's a part of us that knows that most of the other parts don't. And so
Mhm,
those are the parts that are seeking it outside of ourself and doing all kinds of things that are not helping us to get that balance. And so these workshops give you practical everyday tools that don't cost a lot of money. They cost no more money than what you're already spending for life right now.
mhm.
But they're using them in a way that helps you to gain balance, inner peace.
Is it almost like excuse me, is it almost like we get to the point where it's subconscious, just
Yeah,
like we breathe and we don't think to ourselves, "Oh, I gotta breathe in and breathe out. I gotta breathe in and breathe out."
right.
So, finding that balance is natural once we find the balance.
So it becomes natural after we practice it for a period. And that's the purpose of the groups, to have a place of accountability, of community where we are doing it together and sharing in with the challenges and sharing in solutions to those challenges and actually growing together in community. So that's why I'm offering it these workshops is a series for to groups that would love to participate.
And get that work-life balance and get their life balance together.
Yeah, so it could be a corporate setting, it could be, groups of
Can be in the
departments,
church, it
it could
can
be
be in,
church, yeah, it
yeah,
could be church, it could
nonprofit.
be nonprofit, it could be a, a community like there's so many senior living communities. They can take advantage of it too. So if you're living in a senior community or part of one, you can inquire with your activities coordinator or director
Mhm.
if they would bring such a program,
Program.
this program coming home to balance into the community. So, what it would look like, let's see if I can share my screen. I'm just going to see if I can do that. And I will, oh, that's right. I can't do that. Okay. Let's try something else. Just the screen. I just need to share the screen. And it's the one that, there it is, coming home slides. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So you can see that I'm sharing. So the first one, all right. So the first one is about every choice shapes your journey. And so we just learn about our choices and how they affect our balance, how they affect our life. And that's just one. And then the next one is going from fear to truth and how that affects our balance.
Mhm.
And then the next one are just some really wonderful exercises to bring us back to balance in the moment. And this one is about just being yourself. The world will adjust. And this one is about opening up to life and all that it has to offer for you. So those are just a couple of the workshops. I'll stop sharing. All right. And yeah. Uh-oh. Oh,
There we
there we go.
go.
Okay.
So tell me this. What was the moment you realized you needed this, work yourself?
The moment that I realized I needed this work myself, the moment, that's a good question because I really, when I was going through, no, I was actually here in Arizona and I would have loved to have had something like this,
Mm.
but it didn't exist. It was kind of combination of the networking group and a personal little private, group of people together.
Mhm.
And this actually just came to me. It really literally came to me one morning recently and it just evolved.
Mm.
And so
Mm.
I know when it came to me. I was at a home, a group home, and I I saw a billboard and it had some self-love things on there. And I thought, there needs to be a ongoing group that gets that gets activities
Mhm.
that will enrich their lives. Activities such as how to love ourselves. Activities such as how to have healthy boundaries and enforce them with love. How to eat healthy.
Mhm.
How to incorporate healthy lifestyle habits like sleeping, exercising, and eating.
Mhm.
And it's not the same for everybody. And so this is one of the fallacies that, they thought this program,
Cookie
everybody,
cutter. It's
yeah,
not a
it's
cookie
not the same
cutter
for
program.
everyone.
Yeah.
And so having a group where you can appreciate everyone's uniqueness, everyone's individuality, and yet be supportive. And that was my concept of creating this coming home to balance
Well,
program.
what, what shifts do people usually notice first when they start practicing this or thinking about this or working with you through this?
One of the first things that people recognize is how much negativity they say to themselves. Because
Mhm.
what part of it, in the self love app part of it, is we're paying attention to our self talk. What are
Yes.
we saying to ourselves? Especially when we do something that we wish we hadn't done. We make a mistake. Like I said,
Yes.
there's no such thing. But when we do something we didn't mean to do and it turns out not to our liking, then we tend to beat ourselves up. And that's we need to stop that.
Yes.
We can change that. And so that's what without condemnation, without judgment, just
Right.
helping people to be able to transition or change their self-talk from the negative that we've been conditioned with. I mean, it's generations, and to loving. What's loving?
I had one
Because that's
time,
going to transcend generations down too.
I had, I don't know, something else that I was listening to, and it talked about taking actually taking the time to mark down every time you said something negative, because you don't realize it's very
Subliminal.
subliminal.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make it intentional
Mm-hmm.
to listen to what you say and to write it down. I don't
Yeah,
know why I have this
the writing it
frog.
down is
Excuse me.
to just to bring your awareness to how often it's happening. But I want to encourage you, whether you're writing it or not, is to notice it and change it immediately. Say, that's not true. And then tell yourself the truth. The truth is, everybody makes mistakes. So what? What can I learn from it?
Mhm,
Because it happened to teach me something.
mhm,
And
mhm.
that's when you'll start making the shift.
Yes. And I mean, it's just be little things, and you get up in the morning. So I make a habit of getting up in the morning and saying, "Good morning,
Gorgeous.
gorgeous,"
Yeah.
and when I send things to my ladies, that's what I'll say, "Good morning, gorgeous," because we all want that boost to feel good about ourselves.
I want to just be transparent here. There are some mornings like this morning, or maybe even often, that I have a problem with that. I have difficulty saying, "Good morning, gorgeous." Sometimes. I don't know why. I mean, like I say, why are you having a problem with that? You know what? Don't get hung up on that. Just know that that's where you are
Uh,
right now, and it's
mhm.
not a problem, because tomorrow it could be changed. It could change
Yes.
to something different. So if you say it and it doesn't feel whatever,
Yeah.
you don't feel it, it's okay. Move on, because you still are, absolutely. And so if you're just having a moment where you don't feel that way, that's okay.
It's okay. It is okay. It really is. I don't know why I have this frog in my throat today.
You got water?
I've had water, I've sipped the water, and it still
Okay.
doesn't seem to
Yeah. Okay.
doesn't wanna go away, so
Okay. Hmm.
it's okay. It's okay. Now, I think we kinda talked about this question about what is one simple practice that we could start to do or we could try today to work towards
So
coming home to balance.
so one of them is to pay attention and notice how you're talking to yourself when you're not speaking audibly after you do something, and that thing says whatever, okay,
Mm.
but it's not nice. The next thing, try deep breathing more often.
Mm.
Just whenever you think about it. And when you take that breath in, that's your connection to the creator. That is your connection to the creator. Creator is giving you that breath. And so when you take it in, that's fresh life force energy. Hold on to it for as long as you can. Just savor in that breath, and then slowly release it. What you're releasing is the dead cells that are no longer serving your body. And any thoughts, any feelings, any tension that you want to release, that's what goes out when you release the breath, not the
Mm.
good stuff. The good
Mhm.
stuff is going into your body and doing wonderful things. You know, for those of you who understand chemistry, you can appreciate this. For those of us who have no clue about chemistry, I'm just take my word that the chemicals, the air that's going in, the life force energy that's coming in is doing work,
Mm.
and what's going out is dead. It's just
Yes.
no longer serving you. So you can just let that go, along with anything else that you can be aware that's no longer serving you. Just let it go. With that awareness is what releases it.
Mhm. And the other thing is, at first, it may not feel good. At first, it may feel strange. At
When
first,
you're holding your breath.
when you're holding your breath and saying that I'm gonna let this go,
Mm.
because sometimes even when you're upset or whatever, sometimes when you take that moment to take that deep breath, hold it and think about it. Think about what you're going through. Think about what's going on. And then that breath that you let go
That you wanna
is
release.
is releasing all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's not serving you. And if
Yeah.
you have to do it more than
You
once or
want
twice,
yeah, you
that's okay. Just make sure that well, when you're holding it and then you're releasing it, that and you're releasing it slowly, that's fine. That's
mhm.
what you wanna do, release it slowly. You can breathe like that all day if
Oh,
you want.
dang. Yeah, yeah. But it does it's like, ugh, it may seem strange, it may seem like, ugh, you know, because 'cause you're not used to doing it, because 'cause you're not bringing that to your conscious
But the more you
mind,
do
but
it,
the
the
more you do
easier it
it,
will be,
the
and the
e
more
eh eh
habitual it will
yes,
become.
and the more relief you feel when you let
Mm,
that go.
for sure.
More so much more relief.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Especially if you're feeling anxious,
especially.
to stop and take that slow, deep breath in and just sit with it if you as long as you can, and then slowly, slowly, slowly release it. See how you feel after that. Just kind of check in with yourself and just, just checking in with yourself, mentally asking myself, how am I feeling? Here's
Mhm.
another 30-second exercise that you can do on your just being still, breathing normally. Notice three things. Just, and this is especially if you're upset
Mhm.
or heightened adrenals.
Emotionally, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
emotionally charged. Just stop. Notice three things visually. You don't have to say them, just notice them. And then pay attention to you come inside and feel two things that you can feel in your body. You can feel your heartbeat, maybe feel your stomach growling or whatever. I'm just being funny.
Yeah.
But the point is, you're feeling inside your body. You're paying attention. You're bringing your awareness within. And then one thing that you can hear, like right now, we're hearing the fan on the computer,
So
right?
that's
Three
3
things
things
you see,
see,
two
2
things you
things
feel,
feel.
and one thing
Okay.
you hear.
It's amazing because you do have to stop, and you'd be amazed at the things that you hear when you really stop, calm yourself down, and pay attention.
It's like, it's easy to say 3, 2, 1, right? But
Mhm.
now you've got three things to pay it to look for, right? Or three things to notice, two things to feel, and one thing to hear. And so when we're busy, right? Now we're busy. We don't have time to do anything else. And we're doing things that regulate our nervous system. We have a lot of dysregulated nervous systems around, a lot, all
And
day.
and there's a lot going on, there's a lot of noise that we're in, and sometimes just taking that moment to eliminate the loud noise and listen for that one noise, because there's traffic, there's sirens, there's wa
But you just want to
water,
pay
but you
attention
wanna
to
pay it
one.
to one. I like to try to find trickling water, if that
Mhm.
makes any
Oh,
sense,
yeah, that's a
because
very good one. Actually, listening to trickling water is calming,
mm, it's
whether
definitely,
it's rain or a
definitely
faucet. Now, drip,
drip.
drip, that's
That's
not
annoying.
calming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
not but
no.
but but trickling down like a
Mm, or
waterfall
so
or something, a fountain, that's
yes,
calming.
yes,
Mhm.
extremely definitely for me, I love to be around the water and hear it trickling.
Yeah.
So so tell me this, how does the launch of this portion of your business connect to your bigger mission?
Thank you for asking that question because my bigger mission is to spread love in the world. I just believe that that's my purpose. because it's been in me, it's been in my heart since I was a child, and it would at 15, that was what I wanted to do, and it was either 20 or 30, I don't remember, but that was, like, my thing that I said I would live or die for,
Mhm.
and then at some point, it was like, "That's your purpose." Is to I think when I realized what love was and the unconditional acceptance, then I realized that I'm not the only one, but that's my mission. I'm a part of that group that is here to help humanity evolve into love because that's what the whole universe needs. We're here on this planet for that purpose, the purpose for our creator to experience love through every situation, circumstance, and condition. And you just have no idea how pleasing that is to all of the whole
Yeah,
universe,
yeah.
all of the beings, all of the because we're a part of them. We're all one. We're all one. Whether we're the people that we're around, everyone on the planet and beyond. We're
Mhm.
all one. We're just different aspects, different vibrations of the one.
And when you show that love and you share that love, the energy is so much different in the room, in the atmosphere, in the people that you're around when you show love.
We can bring that, and let me just clarify what love is. Unconditional acceptance at the foundation. That's the first thing that love is, unconditional acceptance. On top of that, there's appreciation, there's gratitude, there's forgiveness, there's um, reverence, there's honor, there's so many good things, right? Patience.
Mhm.
But unconditional acceptance is the beginning of love.
Okay, you touched on patience. So when people go through this process, is there a timeline for this? Is
What 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 do you what do you
what are my
okay.
expectation? I'm gonna go through this and then in 2 months, I'm gonna be feeling better or whatever. Is there is and then sometimes people say, "Oh, well, I tried that, it didn't work." So, what does that mean? And I think that's what people need to
Okay.
understand.
I
Is is that
appreciate the question because you said the key word, expectations.
expectations?
Expectations is something that we can just like remove from our thought patterns when it comes to things we have no control over.
Mhm,
Now, excuse me, we can anticipate something, but not be attached to that, to receiving it in the
mhm,
way that we
mhm,
expect. That's why I say just take it the way the expectations. If something is coming, just be grateful for it and be grateful for however it shows up. Because however it shows up is what's going to be for your highest and best good and the highest and best good for everyone around. That mindset shift of believing that and operating from that is huge.
hey,
It will literally change your life because there's a whole lot of grief and disappointment and upset that'll be eliminated because of that little shift
mhm,
of going from expecting people to do and say and be what even what they said because they're disappointing themselves too. So stop expecting even from yourself. Just do your best.
mm,
And know that that's good enough, and it's constantly changing. That's why I love those 4 agreements.
yeah,
I
I
love
love them too.
'em.
Yeah, those are
And
4
just for the audience, if you don't know or
mm,
never heard of the 4
4
agreements, we've talked
agreements.
about them here before, but the first one is by, Miguel Don Luis Miguel, I think. Luis Miguel. Don I forget how
We'll
his
put
name
it in
goes.
the
Yeah, well, I'll put it
description.
in the
Yeah,
description.
yeah,
But the first one is to let everything that comes from you be impeccable. Is it gonna always be impeccable? Of
of
course
course
not.
not, of
But
course not,
that's what we wanna hold
but that's
ourselves
we aspire
accountable
to.
to. Exactly.
Yes,
And we own it when it's not. That's all.
right,
Number 2, don't take anything that anybody else says personal
personal.
because that's coming from them. That's on them. right? It's coming from them, their heart. Even what they say about you, good, bad, or indifferent, is a reflection of them.
That's their
So when they
business,
give
not
you a
yours.
compliment, you can say thank you for that reflection because that's what it is. They're
Mhm,
they're seeing their reflection in you. If they say something not nice, again, they're seeing their reflection in you. So don't take it personal. That's your business. You can say it's
yeah,
not your business. Number 3, don't assume anything. When we make assumptions, and we do it all the time, that's usually like times why we're disappointed because we assumed something would happen or something was a certain way, and it's not that way, and now we're disappointed or upset but we were the ones who assumed. And so
mhm,
when we do that, when things don't go right because of our assumptions, then we just need to say, okay, I made the assumption and just accept responsibility,
ability,
and not try to put it on somebody else. Because blaming
okay,
gets nobody anywhere.
no,
It's not gonna make you happy.
mm, that's
And
for
so,
sure.
I think another thing to
Relax,
be, yes, the last one is always do your best
best.
and understand that your best is always changing and is good enough.
Mhm,
Okay. I think we're all usually trying to do our
yeah,
best because, and the reason our best is such varies so much. Everyone is working from a different place, different circumstances.
yes.
We don't know what they're working with.
Mm,
We can't assume that they're working with the same thing that we're
you're
working
working
with.
with,
We don't
yeah,
even know what we're working with.
yes,
So
most
we
of the
can't judge
time.
ourselves
Yes,
either. We cannot
yes.
judge anyone. I always say that we have no authority to judge ourselves or anyone
Mm,
else because we didn't create ourselves. We have no idea what even our purpose for being here is. And so that's our job though.
mm,
That is our mission. That's our business. That
yeah,
is our business.
business.
Finding out why we're here. Actually, more important, learning the lessons from whatever we're experiencing. And the
Exactly.
lesson is going to help us grow into a more loving being. What is love? Love is unconditional acceptance,
Acceptance.
appreciation, gratitude, forgiveness, reverence, all those wonderful things. Patience, there's like lots of things. But unconditional acceptance is number 1. I think I
Yes, I think
exhausted
so.
that subject.
So, one last question. What do you hope our listeners will feel or do after hearing this episode? And then I know we will put in a description of how to reach out to you if they want more information. But how do you want them to feel? Or is there one thing that they can do? And I think we've talked about
We
that
have.
after listening.
I hope that after hearing this, you might listen to it again and again and again because, well, you'll
That would help
probably see
us
some
if you did
shorts.
that. Yeah, that would help us a lot if you did that. Yes.
There'll be the shorts, but just to start practicing some of these simple life transforming techniques to improve your life, to resolve a lot of grief, a lot of anxiety, and then if those exercises don't help and you need something deeper, I'm more than happy to work with you. I'm still working with people one on one, whether you're going through a life transition like a troubled relationship, a divorce, or grief of losing someone, or a job,
Mhm.
because that's
Oh,
a big loss.
that's
There's
a
a
big
lot
and
of
there's a
people losing
lot
their
of people
jobs right
losing
now,
their
and I
job.
really would love to help you. If that's where you are, if you just lost your job, please don't hesitate to reach out to me because there is actually a gift in that, and I will help you find it, and
Mhm,
that will really alleviate a lot of the, even if you're panicked or stressed about finance, come see me.
mhm, mhm. But I just also wanna say the most simple thing that you really can do that what Kim mentioned is the breathing, is to take that moment to be still and breathe.
Yes, that is
Be still and breathe. And the other thing too is when you be still you hear that voice of wisdom telling you it's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
It's gonna be okay.
Whenever I hear "be still," and this is my Christian background, uh, I hear it, like Yolanda Adams saying, "Be still and know that I am God." I love that song.
Yes.
But being still and focusing on your breath, that is God. That is
Mhm.
the creator breathing you, and this is your time to hear from your source, your life force energy, your creator.
Yes. So much wisdom. So much
This is what
so
we're
yeah.
here, from challenges to
To wisdom.
wisdom,
Yes,
conversations that
yes.
heal, inspire,
Inspire and
and empower.
empower. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we wanna do every week. Please, please, please reach out to us. I mean, we say this also, thank you for tuning in to the Debbie and Kim show, but and she's teaching me, don't say "but" because it negates
What you just
what we
said,
just
unless you
said.
want to negate what you just
I don't
said. Yeah.
wanna negate, I wanna add. And and what's our tagline that we say?
Remember
Remember
that you are perfect for your purpose for being here
and
now.
and
Don't
forget
forget
to
to like,
like,
subscribe,
subscribe,
and
comment
comment. We
because we
love
love
hearing
hearing
from
from
you.
you.
And if we don't respond right away, just know that we will
Mhm.
as soon as we see it. As soon
Yes.
as I see it, and I'm in an app or in a position where I can actually respond, because I sometimes get challenged with that. I tried this app called Napoleon Cat, and it was okay. It was giving me the messages from all of the different sources: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Actually, not Instagram. That's the only one it wasn't giving it me,
Yeah.
but YouTube. It was giving me the comments and letting me respond.
And
Then it wanted to charge me something like a couple $100 a month. I'm like, I don't think so. No, I'm not a huge company,
yeah,
that needs
yeah.
to do that. So
Yet.
yes.
Yet.
Thank you.
Yet.
Yet, I love that. Yes. But I will get to you. Just know that it's I'm doing my best,
Yes, yes.
and it's good enough.
And she does it, and I don't. I just sit here and just ask the
She
questions.
does way more
Yes,
than that.
yeah.
She's the one that gets those wonderful guests that we have
Yeah.
on the show. So
So
she
this
does
is a
it.
mutual admiration society. We work off each other, and I
Yes,
think
we
we
do.
do it
I
very
think so
well.
too. I agree,
So
$100%.
we wanna thank you all for tuning in, and hope to
So,
see you next
and
time.
next time we have a treat for you, as we always do, right? This is Treat City here.
Yes.
We have Alicia
Alicia
Wright,
White.
and she is a relationship coach. And we're both so excited. We've been waiting a long time to have her on this show.
Yes.
And so we're really looking forward to it. So you definitely want to tune in. You
Mhm.
don't want to miss an episode here. I
No,
don't think there's one
no.
that hasn't been watch worthy.
I
Not
know.
one.
Beneficial. We're doing our best to find individuals that will inspire
I
and
think the universe is bringing them to
yes, I
us.
think so too. I think so too. Thank you.
And until next time,
Until next time,
bye for
enjoy the
now.
week.
Yes, have a wonderful week. Bye now.
Bye-bye.